Hello and welcome to Nook Miniatures Studio Vlog number 1. Follow along as I design and create miniatures, build dollhouses, and run my small business. From tiny details to big projects, I'm sharing the behind the scenes of my creative process. So let's get started. I'm making a new sign for my workspace using my logo. I laser cut the pieces from acrylic and carefully glued each one. In hindsight, I should have engraved some placement lines, but for a first attempt, I think it turned out. That was a fun project, and now I'm ready to get started on some miniatures. Alright, let me know in the comments what you think about that sign. I attached it to the pegboard using magnets, so I can change it out anytime I want, which I plan to do, so that I can have some colors that better suit the season. So I'm really excited to do that, but for now, super happy with it. We're gonna get into the next part of the video where we work on some mirrors that I've been wanting to coat in a chrome gold powder for a while. I loaded the 3D model for the mirror into my slicer for my 3D printer and sent it off to print. Out of the printer, I applied a UV gel polish to the edges and top and interior edge of the mirror frame. The gel polish manufacturer recommends that you cure it for 30 to 60 seconds. I usually go with 60 seconds to be on the safe side. Now that the polish is cured, I'm going to apply the chrome gold powder. Curing must have not been quite done, so the finish of the powder didn't go on as smooth as I would like. So I'm going to coat it again and try it again. Yeah, I think that turned out really nice. And it would be fun if we add the actual mirror piece. So let's jump into Glowforge and get that piece cut out now. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the chrome mirrors. I don't know why I stumble over that, but I do every time. It's hard for me to say. I think it's time now to get on to our very last experiment, which is some mini. I think it's time now to get to the very last experiment I wanted to try for this week, which is creating some miniature books, but with different paper in them than I have originally created before. Sometimes you want books that stay shut, don't you? So I came up with another way in my mind. We're going to try that out and see if I can make a quicker way to get all of the paper that I want inside the book and keep the book closed. So let's try that now. Okay, so I think I figured out the paper debacle, and I'm just going to show you really quickly the results. And so originally I tried with this rotary tool from Cricut to get these kinds of lines, but it wasn't putting them down. It would only do it like halfway through the paper. So I thought, okay, I have the foiling tool, which isn't as aggressive as the engraving tool, and I thought, okay, I'll try this. And it sort of worked. I had to use light pressure. I'll show you the results of that, but it was just still going to give me some tearing. I did get one sheet when I switched it to like the light pressure with this. This is like the fine foiling tool. So I wasn't displeased with that result, and it gave me a good little booklet of paper, but I did get one little tear in it, and so I thought, okay, let's give it one more shot. And so I had also the debossing tool, which I thought, that's gonna make a really wide line. I don't think this is gonna work, but let's try it anyway. But no, it gave me perfect lines that I had hoped the scoring tool would have done, but no, it wouldn't work no matter what I did. But it folded up really, really easily, and it's very crisp edges. I don't think that I'll need to cut any of that. I think it'll look really good. Just stacked together, a few of those inside of a book. And so my goal is to just open that up, put a strip of glue down on both sides, and then fold it right back up like a little accordion, and then glue a stack of those together and wrap it in the book cover. Okay, so I've got my sticker paper cover ready to go, and I will link the sticker paper that I use down in the show notes so you can grab that. I think I just got it off of Amazon. So all I do is peel back about half of the backing to the sticker so that I can work with it and keep it from sticking to my fingers as I'm applying the little cardstock papers that help keep the inside of the book cover nice and stiff. So yeah, after I pick that up, I really take my time and I move super, super slow, and I just sort of slide the paper out to the very edge of the sticker paper and then just press it down and see if there's any edges that are kind of sticking over. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't, and sometimes I have to trim it. So let's try again with this side. Again, going slow really pays off. Yeah, you can see I got a little bit right there that I just have to trim off, and that's okay. It's gonna happen sometimes. You're not gonna be perfect every time you do it. So I'll just trim that off, and after that, I'm gonna add a spine. So that's the thinner rectangular piece that you see there. I'm gonna add that right between those covers. You don't have to do it. You could just stick the signature of paper, the block of papers, right onto the spine of the book, but I find that it gives it a really nice, crisp book spine, and it helps the pages kind of fold together a little bit better. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Next, I just glue that spine and attach the signature paper, the little block of paper, and I just try to get it positioned right where I want it before the glue dries, but you have a minute. I use that 3M glue stick, but it doesn't dry like instantly, so you have a second to get it just right. Okay, I think that turned out really cute, so let's make a few more. So that's kind of a wrap for the week. It's been a fun week of trying out some new stuff. I've got pages and pages of more ideas that I want to try out for next week and the weeks to come. Yeah, I would love to hear your miniature journeys as well. Are you a miniature business owner? Do you just love to make miniatures? Do you like to make doll houses? What scale do you work in? Let me know. I would love to know in the comments. It's really, really fun to hear about everybody's personal stories and, you know, how you kind of got into miniatures and all of that. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It's been a busy week and there's so many things that I want to get to the rest of the week. So I'm gonna sign off for now. As always, like every YouTuber says, subscribe, like, comment, share. But yeah, just really glad to have you here. Hope to see you next time.